I have inherited this. But it comes with its challenges. A leaking roof, falling down rooms, and falling down chimneys. Yep, all 5 of them. And it's bloody freezing. This is our story of what it takes to look after an Elizabethan manor nestled in the heart of the Cotswolds.
We want to show the ups and downs of living here and what it's really like, warts and all.
Oh yeah, we do. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, that bell icon, because we really want you to be a part of this incredible journey. So let's start off at the beginning. How did a professional cyclist turned cycling YouTuber get landed with such an incredible manor? Now for that, we've got to reverse the clocks back to 1564. Yes, 460 years ago, where Edward Stevens of Easington bought the manor. When he bought the manor, it looked vastly different. It was a lot smaller, and he found a 13th century building. Now he gutted it straight away, added 2 wings on and a porch, and it gave it that Elizabethan shape. He finished the building in 1576, and you can see that with the engraving here. Chavenage and the estate was then in the Stevens family for 350 years. And my family, the Lowsley-Williams, arrived in the 19th century. We've got a lot to live up to though, because they were here 9 generations. And then we arrive in the Great Hall, and we owe it to that man over there. That's my great-great-great-great-grandfather who made all his money in the steel industry before moving from Sheffield down to the Cotswolds. His son is in the red tunic there, that spent quite a lot of the money, and that's him as a baby on the far right there. You know what they say, first generation makes the money, second generation spends money, and third generation just doesn't have the money, and I'm 6th generation. So there we have it. But I inherited it off my grandfather, who actually did a huge amount in the house. He was born in the house and sadly died in the house last year. And now it's down to me. And hopefully I can do what my grandfather did before me. So who are we? So I've been a professional cyclist ever since I was 17. I raced all around the world, and then I went onto YouTube, and I've been doing that for the last 6 years, doing world records, doing big challenges. And then we came back to the estate 2 years ago, and Ems and I are getting married later this year, or next month, which is wild.
5 weeks.
5 weeks, and we've decided to throw everything we've got at this house. We really want to make it work for future generations, but also enjoy it as a family home. And to do that, we need to try and make it pay, because these houses aren't cheap to run, are they?
No, they're not. And I think we are really keen on, 1, handing it down to the next generation and keeping it within the Lowsley-Williams family. 2, creating a family home for ourselves here, which is a huge challenge because you have lots of different family members on site, you're living within a business, there's so many challenges that come with that. So I think those are like our cornerstones, those are our key things that we want to achieve, but it's how we do that and fund it, I think is the most vital thing about the project that we have here.
I think the key for us is to make sure the leaks are out, make sure the house is still standing, make sure we look after the people on the estate, but also we bring people to the estate, whether or not it's enjoying the cafe, or it's looking around the house, or it's showing all of you lot on YouTube. And I really hope that we can really pass this British heritage story on for future generations. But we've got a lot ahead, haven't we? We've got a lot of work to do.
And like you say, you want to make British heritage engaging for people and fun, which I think that is another challenge in itself for us, because we want to bring it into the 21st century, make people excited about British heritage again.
I mean, it is incredible. When you think of it, when you look at the house, it's 500 years old.
It's older than America. It's my favourite fact.
I mean, it played a part in Civil War and D-Day.
Yeah. And even if you're not interested in British heritage, you become interested in it when you learn about Chavenage, because there is so much history.
So what are you most excited for? Because we've got to renovate the house. That hasn't been done in 70 years. My grandfather was born in the same room he died.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we've kind of got a lot to live up to. We've got a
and that room's going to be our sitting room.
Yeah. It's going to be a wild ride. I'm a bit nervous. Are you?
I'm nervous but excited.
Nowadays, you've really got to think outside the box when it comes to maintaining all these incredible buildings. They were designed for people with money. They weren't actually designed to generate an income, were they?
No, and it has to be said, we want to throw everything we have at this. We really want to try and keep all of these incredible buildings standing for future generations to come.
And here is what we have been up to over the last couple of years.
So the weather's changed. This is our first day of proper winter, and the rest of the filming's been in beautiful sunshine. So this makes a slight change. What do you think, Winter? Would you like the snow? I think she's a fan of the snow. Welcome to our first project. This is the cabin. Now we put this in about 7 months ago, and Ems and I both absolutely love it. So here's a sneak peek of it. It's quite quaint and magical, I guess. So we've got wood-fired hot tub there. We've got our festoon lighting. And then round the corner here, you've got our cabin. So this is where you can book on Airbnb. Guests can stay in it. And it's our first bit of accommodation on the estate. It's got surround sound, which is my personal favourite. It's got a proper working loo, shower, heater, doors open, and you've got a view that literally goes all the way down the valley. Now this was our biggest investment onto the estate. We wanted something that if it didn't work, we could pick it up and sell it. And so we got planning for this area down here, and it's a shipping container, so hopefully it lasts throughout the ages. But this is just to be able to get people staying on the estate and enjoying the privacy, the nature, enjoying the estate and the farm, and have something a bit different to where you would normally be in the middle of a city. So it really gives you that sense of privacy, and we absolutely love it. And we've had a lot of people stay over the last couple of months, and everyone's loved it. We also had the giant stay. So yeah, a lot of people using it. And Ems and I haven't yet stayed in it, but we really want to, because I really want to use that hot tub. It's freaking cool. Imagine it, like sitting in the hot tub when it's snowing, and then that view is just insane. Where's my dog? Winter! Now the cabin is one of the exciting businesses that we started over the last 6 months, and we've absolutely loved it. But there's obviously loads of other business here at Chavenage. We've got the farm, we've got the weddings, we've got the tours, we've got photo shoot locations, we've got some public tours, and the list goes on. Another big business though Emma and I have started, one of our new ventures, is the cafe known as the Barn Cafe. Now that's been going for 6-7 months, but it's been Emma's baby and she's absolutely smashed it. So I'll let you tell her, or let her tell you about the cafe.
So this is the Barn, and this is James and I's first joint venture on the estate. So it was our first business that we've started, which was a bit nerve-wracking but also very exciting. Hospitality is new for both of us, but we are absolutely loving the process. It's gone from an old cart shed, old Cotswold cart shed, to a thriving cafe business. So come inside and I'll show you around. As you guys know, James is a cyclist, so he loves his good coffee and his good coffee stops. So he was thrilled when we opened a cafe on site. We are just getting ready for winter. We've had Halloween, we've done our tours, we've put our log burner in, we're going to get our big Christmas tree. It's all a very exciting time at the cafe. And it's great because you can now come and visit Chavenage and have a really great coffee. We're open Wednesday through to Sunday, and we also get quite a lot of film crew come and use it. And Jimbo was catching up with Caroline about the filming last week.
Chavenage has been featured in many period dramas and films, and it's all been down to my Aunt Caroline, who's been doing it for the last 20, 30 years. She's kind of been the brains of the operation, and I'm hoping that she can tell me a little bit about what she's doing, because eventually, well, I guess I'm going to be able to do a lot of it. Let's go and find out. Caroline, can you tell me about the filming?
My favourite subject.
I know.
How on earth have you kind of put Chavenage on the map?
Well, it wasn't really me who started it. It was my father, your grandfather, who was always rather keen on his breakfasts. And when he heard that film crew travelled with a mobile canteen, he was very pro filming. And that really gave us the idea that filming was good, because he was pro it. And not many people wanted it in their houses at the time, the disruption. We were fairly used to it. And we started in the 70s with the films, went on to the 80s, when it really became my job to pick it up. You had to be a little bit more, let's say, business-like. You had to sign contracts, and you had to check what they were doing, their intentions and things like that. And really that didn't interest Grandpa. He was a gentleman rather than a businessman. And he expected everyone just to do their best. But it has got more difficult with risk assessments and things like that. And really filming has become a relationship with myself and a lot of location managers. But I think the popularity of Poldark was amazing, the worldwide popularity. And we have people coming from all over the world and wanting to see where he's stripped off and everything. And it has sold it to the Americans who love period dramas. I think Rivals is more specialised because it's on a digital platform.
And also, you've managed to get the most good-looking boyfriend ever.
Well, that always is good.
Aidan Turner's, of course, I'm talking about.
And we're so lucky because they actually came back and did a fashion shoot for Vogue. And it was quite cold, and he didn't want to. He wanted to show himself off well, so he wanted to change a nice warm house. So I said, well, come to my cottage. So I had Aidan wandering around in his.
Another perk.
Well, that's better. And Jamie Dornan.
Jamie Dornan as well.
He's been on my bed. Sadly, I wasn't there myself. It is a nice club to be joined of, the film world. They are nice people in general, and you've had that in your background, your experience.
And long may it continue.
We really hope that gives you a bit of a background of how we arrived here at Chavenage. Now make sure you hit that subscribe button, because that way you're not going to miss any upcoming episodes, and trust me, there's a whole bank of them, isn't there?
Yes, and don't forget to leave us a comment if there's anything specific you would like to see.
And we'll see you in the next video. And our sausage dogs are
Tearing the place
tearing
up.
us up. I hope the viewers don't see our Poldark cushions.
It's embarrassing.